Hello, Leo. Leo. My name is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. We'll be working on a number of things for you this reading, particularly this will be geared towards Leos who are dealing with a significant other, perhaps a soulmate. So this will be a soulmate read. Whether or not you're in some sort of union or some sort of partnership with this person will be up to the cards. And you can switch off anytime you like, or keep on. Take what you will. Okay, so let's do a pre-shuffle. When it comes to you and this person, you're dealing with a lot of emotional processing in which you are done thinking about all of this and the connection, because you're ready to take a new step towards something. Let's see what you're moving towards. Yeah, you two are moving towards feeling no longer wounded about any sort of passion. When it comes to this relationship, you're tired of being, sort of burned by choices. A choice was made recently, and this choice might have been by you or by this other person, and they made a choice that led to certainly some sort of movement ahead. They might have moved on, or you might have moved on in order to find other options that are within friend dynamics or potentially other third parties. One or the other of you might have created a trifecta of types, a triangle, a love triangle, in which somebody new came in, or potentially, if it's not a trifecta, it's just good times all around between you and this person. Yeah, at the same time, there's a hidden sort of motive or a hidden sort of psychological behavior that comes with this new relationship or this new choice. Yeah, and it's leading back to the cycle of passion, where somebody gets burned by the passions of energy, and there's a lot of conflict that is coming up with this connection. A conflict that has to do with a type of self-sacrifice that is being realized. Someone is walking around with their own personal philosophy when it comes to the choice that was made between two options, and this has brought about a lot of conflict, the way things were really slow into creating commitment. Very slow, because someone was juggling between two potential options, and this created a difficult sort of culmination of passions. It led to a lot of passionate sort of debates and a lot of passionate conflict of passions in a way that wasn't being able to set down. And then more communication came in after the choice was made. Multiple choices here. It looks like somebody was going to and back other commitments. Yeah, back with this other sort of party, I think. Yeah, I think there's another party, and there's an offer of love and a type of discernment when it comes to whether to talk about it or not. Somebody was trying to pull out some sort of truth about this, and it led to some peace, thankfully. Calmer waters came out after this talk, because it brought you back to love, some type of love based on choice and romance. Okay. Yeah, and the options between love are good for you, because one of them leads you, or perhaps both of them lead you to a type of empowerment that is secretly very loving and also concerned with self-love. At the same time, the other option with the two roads of love is the end goal of a passion, a view of happiness and union with this person. All right. Okay, so let's move on back to your reading. So I'll do you, your person, and the mirror between them. Okay? Okay, interesting. Both wanted to come Right. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or Gemini with the card of Hermes. Basically, this is the Chariot in traditional tarot, El Carro de Hermes. And this has to do about the gateway of potentiality. See here with the sign of Gemini on the top, that would be the top left. That sign is the gateway, and it's the gateway into the infinite. It can be, crossed multiple ways. It's all about potentiality and working with multiple realities. And I take this as their card. You, on the other hand, are filled with a type of fruition, almost individuality. And you're dealing with essentially a lot of fullness and a lot of like harvest when it comes to this relationship. Okay, so there's a lot of potential between you and this person, and there's a lot of grounding. It makes you feel like you're in control and like really, really good. So you probably are with this person, and there's a lot of forward momentum. There's a mirroring effect going on too. Whoa. Okay. This probably came after a culmination of passions happened between you two. You were able to move into this new beginning with them. However, before the chariot could have its potential, you went through a tower moment with this person. There was a lot of fighting that happened and a sort of surrendering of ego. Also, the Sun card here comes up in reverse, which is really interesting because that's your card, and there was a sense of a lack of being yourself when it came to this past tribulation with this person. And it was very difficult for you to reconcile, but somehow you pulled it off. Somehow you guys got grounded and pulled it off. I think it's very beautiful energy because there's a lot of forward movement, a lot of pentacles in the top, so it seems like a very strong commitment. Now I'm going to pull a few cards for the tower. I need to figure out what that's about. Yeah, so there was an offer of love that was rejected, or at least on their side, they just didn't feel like they were happy with their emotions. That's why the tower happened, because someone offered a cup of love and then it was rejected, and then the tower moment happened. But then these emotions were converted into forward movement and then created a stability between you and this person. Okay? Yeah, okay. Could also be dealing with Gemini. And once again, the nine of rods comes in again. That's very important because it talks about being a wounded warrior. But then if it's flipped and becomes the Nine of Pentacles, it's like stability in a way, like almost there to full stability. Okay, and the Magician came up. The Magician came up, so this is where the Gemini comes in, and it relates to the passions that are burnt out in a way, but are still very much fueling the relationship. You reach a culmination of, there's a lot of passion with this person, enough to create a tower moment. And because of this, you guys have moved into fruition. Okay. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of, you're on the path to love, but you're dealing with a lot of hidden forces. Okay, I'll show you the spread. So, between you two also, there is a feeling of a lack of strength. There's someone making a choice, a good choice when it comes to love versus self-love, and there's a balance between that. There's also a purgation or a releasing of toxic energy, and a releasing of power when it comes to carnal desire with the Empress card here. That's how I read it. And there's ultimately a choice of love. There's also Taurus in here. So as far as signs, there's lots of Gemini on their side, as well as, yeah, lots and lots of Gemini, as well as Cancer, as well as Taurus, Capricorn, all the earth signs, Gemini, yeah, Taurus, yeah, definitely. Okay, so ultimately, you're on the path to love, and to get there, you need to come into power. You need to definitely make a choice or balance out between love for them and love for yourself. You need to get rid of any obsessive behaviors or psychological patterns that are not serving you, and you need to embrace the divine feminine inside of you. and this will lead to the path of love. But yeah, there is certainly a commitment that is very stabilizing in this relationship. After you get over fiery passions from the past, if you can set that down, you can definitely have a solid foundation for this relationship. Okay, so on that note, I really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Thank you.